What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is the Southaven City's round number 2, and on the left we have Lewis Thompson, and on the right we have myself. Now we know that in the Memphis City Championship, Lewis played the Manectric Crobat deck, and it looks like he's playing the Manectric Crobat once again. And I actually make a total 180 change. And if you know me in real life, I never really played the same deck twice just because I like to have fun at Pokemon. I like to keep things fresh for me. And I actually play a Wobb effect Crobat deck this day just to have fun. We got second place yesterday. We're just trying to goof off today, have some fun, maybe make a win with Wobb effect Crobat. It actually is a really good deck, and I do like it a lot. Shout out to Sosa for actually giving me the list. Not Israel. Sammy Sosa actually helped me out with this list. He actually won a city championship with this deck, and I was like, "Yo, Sammy, hook me up," and he gave me the list, and we'll see how it works out today. Let's see if we can win a match against a Manectric Crobat. I'm not really sure how this match plays out, but we'll find out today. And we see, today I'm wearing a blue shirt instead of a white shirt, which a lot of people think I don't own any shirts besides a white shirt. It's actually a Team Fish Knuckles blue shirt that you can buy off the TeePublic website down below. Shout out to that if you want to buy one. And let's see what's happening right now. We're just waiting for time to be called, or for the game to be started. I don't know what's taking up so long. Now, if you don't know, Wobbuffet actually has an attack that does 10, plus all the damage counters on the active Pokemon. So let's say it has 80 damage on it. You do 90 damage to that Pokemon. And here we go. We start the game. We start double Zubat, and Lewis starts Manectric EX. And we see Lewis play Trainer's Mail. You look at the top 4 cards of his deck, and he's going to grab an Ultra Ball. And I imagine with this Ultra Ball, if he doesn't have a supporter card, he'll grab Shebe. And if he does have a supporter card, he'll probably grab like a Zubat. There we see Zubat come down, Lightning Energy to Manectric. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Sycamore and a Crobat, maybe? Yep, so Sycamore, Crobat, alright. And we'll probably see another Zubat coming down. Alright. Now, obviously, we want to start Shaman. Alright, we want to start Wobbuffet this turn. So we kind of shut down Lewis from playing Shaman like we see it right now. If we had the Wobbuffet, we can make it where Lewis, doesn't have any abilities turn 1, which is great for us. Alrighty, so we'll see what happens. Lewis is going to Shaman, draw up to 4. And he's probably looking for a Muscle Band, so that way he does 40 and 20 to the bench. Zubat, well, he can't attack this turn on turn 1. And there's a Team Fish Knuckles shirt. There we go. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to see Shaman drawn up to 4. And, okay. And there is a Trainer's Mail for Lewis. He's going to grab a Muscle Band. Yeah, probably grabbing the Muscle Band for sure. I wouldn't see why he'd grab the Super Scoop Up unless he wants to reuse Shaman. But he has Sycamores in his hand and other stuff, so he's good on that way. And let's see what Lewis does. He does have the Golbat next turn, so he can potentially win next turn. Let's see what we draw into. We get a Love Ball. This will grab another Zubat for us. Just looking through our deck real quick to see what's prized, what's not prized. Alrighty, so Zubat coming down from us. Alright. Going to give a good little shuffle, and let's see what happens for us. Alright, so there we go. And we see a Dimension Valley coming down, and we're going to see a Skill Dive do a 10 damage to that poor little Manectric EX. I guess that's all we can really do. And on Lewis' turn, he has the Golbat. He can put 20 to a bench Zubat, and do Overrun for 80, and then 20 to a bench. We see a Lightning Energy going on a Manectric EX. We see a Golbat to 20 onto a bench Zubat. Oh, luckily he can't knock out both. The max. I forgot that Zubat has 50 HP, so he can do. Oh, we see Lewis change his mind, doing 20 to the other one. And alright, so on to our turn, let's see what happens. Looks like we have a Golbat in our hand. So we see Golbat coming down, putting 20 onto the active, bringing it up to 30. Super Scoop Up, heads, going to pick up that Golbat, send up the Zubat, bring another Zubat down, putting a Golbat down, put a 20 on the active again. And we'll see another Super Scoop Up, heads, picking up that Golbat, sending the Zubat. Alrighty, and we will just pass and on to Lewis' turn. Let's see what happens. Looks like we see a Skill Dive. And can Lewis win this game? We see a Love Ball coming down, getting out a Zubat. Now, if Lewis does have a Crobat, he can win the game. He can do 30 to the bench Zubat and do an overrun for the knockout. And that'd be bad for us. Like, we really haven't done anything. And let's see, do we draw into anything or not? Does Lewis get that Crobat? Let's find out together. Is he... Okay. He can't attach this like energy, can he? Did he double attach? I'm not sure. See Sycamore discarding his hand, draw 7 cards. Alrighty. We see a quarterback coming down, putting 30 on the bench guy, and yep, that's the game right there. All right, so on to game. Oh, the next card was a Birch. If you didn't see that or not. All right, so on to game number 2. I mean, that game, we didn't play any supporter cards. We didn't start Wobbuffet. We didn't really draw anything. We just kind of had 3 Zubats and some super scoop ups, and that was pretty much it. That's great for us. Hopefully we draw some supporter cards. We saw the next card was going to be a Birch, but well, what can you do? That does happen to Pokemon, but this is best 2 out of 3, so hopefully in the next game we have a better start. Maybe we can show the power of the Wobbuffet Crobat deck, and there we go. And let's see, do we start Wobbuffet this game or not? So basically the big question. Alright, so both get 6 prize cards, and I imagine I'm going first. And I start Zubat, so once again, I am not starting with Wobbuffet, which is who you want to start with. And we see a Zubat coming down from our side of the field. I'm going to put that guy down with the Love Ball. Alrighty, and let's see, do we have a supporter this turn or not? It's the big question. Alright, so we're going to shuffle our deck up some. Alright, and alright, looks like we just passed on to Lewis' turn. He's got the Lightning, a Muscle Band. Oh man, that's not good for us. And then we see a Trainer's Off from Lewis. We see he's going to get maybe an AZ, maybe an Ultra Ball to get out of Shea Bay. And man, this is great for us. So no supporter so far in 2 games. Looks like Lewis is going to get an Ultra Ball with a Trainer's Mail. Okay. And we're already going downhill. No supporter card once again. No Wobbuffet start. To not be donked by these Manectrics. Alright, and let's see what Lewis does. He's going to get the Ultra Ball. Let's see what he decides to get with it. So he's gonna just pass on to our turn. He's not gonna pass. He's gonna overrun for the knockout. Do 20 to the bench Zubat. Our turn, we get the Golbat, put 20 in the active, get another Zubat, Dimension Valley, and all right, we'll just guess swoop across for 10 and 10. All right, so on to Lewis' turn, and let's see what Lewis decides to do. Like he's gonna get a Golbat, put 20 on the bench guy. All right, and let's see what else he got. A Super Scoop Up, trying to reuse that Golbat, at least pick up the Golbat. So pick up the Golbat, Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore, and looks like a Verse Seeker, or no, Sycamore and a Lysander. And I imagine this will either get a Zubat or a Shaman, but here we see a Shaman coming down from Lewis, alright. Imagine Lewis will just overrun, knocking out the Golbat and put 20 on the Zubat. Maybe I should have retreated, I don't know. Alright, so see on to my turn, let's see. Alright, finally got a supporter card, and we discard 3 Dimension Valleys after we already played a Dimension Valley. So, turn 1, we had 4 Dimension Valleys in our hand, which is great. We got a Wobbuffet down. Let's see, do we have a Golbat to actually retreat the Zubat or not? It's the big question. Okay, we're just going to attach the Psychic Energy and retreat the Zubat, and a pass onto Lewis's turn already. Now, I'm trying to figure out why I didn't. I should have just probably kept the Zubat in the active spot. I don't know why I retreated it. I'm not sure why. Because, regardless, the Zubat's going to get knocked out with just an overrun. But let's see what Lewis decides to do. I don't think he can knock us out this turn. He could do 20, 20 to the active, which is 40. So 20 to the Wobbuffet. And we see a Sycamore from Lewis. Discard his hand, draw 7 cards. I'm not really sure why I put the Psychic Energy to retreat the Zubat. That was just a silly misplay on my part. I don't know. Maybe we're hoping that Lewis goes for an Assault Laser or something instead of Overrun. I'm not sure. They see a Golbat regardless, so he's going to knock out the Zubat regardless. We see a Love Ball coming down from Lewis. Going to get another Zubat. Alright, so Lewis got double Golbat. He's got another Zubat down. And I imagine we might see an Overrun coming down into play. Okay. And yep, just an Overrun. Going to bring us to 60. And on to our turn, we get a Psychic Energy. We get a Burst Seeker. Getting a Sycamore, we know it's in the discard pile, and we'll Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, let's see what we get. Another Wobbuffet, we get a Love Ball to get another Zubat, and maybe we can make a comeback. I mean, we're already down 3 to 6 on prize cards. It's going to be really hard for us, I'm not even going to lie to you. And we're down 2 Zubats already, so it's not looking good for us. We're down to 2 Zubats and a Golbat as well, which is not great at all. It looks like we're just seeing a, what is it? A Psychic Assault for 60. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we see a Golbat coming down to put 20 on the active. So we're up to 80 right now, and we see a Crobat coming down, put 30 on the bench. Zubat, and Lewis cannot actually knock out the active right now. He has to Crobat up this guy, put down this Golbat, I put a Crobat on the active, knocking him out, and we should set up the Zubat. Alright, so send up the Zubat, and this kind of just protects our Wobbuffet from getting knocked out or getting any damage right now. Because if we send up the Wobbuffet, it'll get hit by 40 instead of 20. And they receive an Ultra Ball, discarding into Zerosic and something else. Get another Crobat. Now, Lewis has already played both Golbat, Crobat, so you can't evolve the Crobat this turn. So we see Shaman drawn up to 6, so 4 cards. Alright. And let's see what Lewis gets. He gets a Life Center, Love Ball, a Manectric, a Super Scoop Up. And Super Scoop Up trying to pick up the Crobat, I imagine. It looks like it was a Tails. And, alright, so see, the Zubat getting knocked out. Lewis has 1 prize card left. We pretty much lost this game. There's a mystery injury coming down to the Wobbuffet. We'll at least take 2 prize cards. Sycamore, discarding a hand, draw 7 new cards. And just kind of just seeing what we can get. Do we get anything or not? And I don't think we do. I think we just Psychic Soul for the knockout. And let's see if Lewis have the knockout next turn. I mean, he has a lot of options. We have 20 damage on us right now. We're going to see a Psychic Soul for the knockout into the Manectric EX. And let's see what Lewis does. He'll promote a Crobat. And let's see. Okay. So we see the Golbat coming down, put 20 on the active. And then we'll see we see the game right there. And there we go. Lewis wins the game. He could just skill dive for the knockout, doing a 60. I don't know. He had the win. I'm like 99% sure. I'm not sure how he won that turn. But there you go. Lewis taking the win. 2-0. We really didn't draw anything, which kind of stinks. Can't really show a deck off when you kind of just dead draw. But there you go. There's round 2 of the Southaven, Mississippi cities. I guess this kind of pays off since round 1 was such exciting cities where we had to suffer through round 2. And there we go. Actually, I am 1-1 at this moment, and that'll be the last time you actually see me. I lose the next round because I don't draw any supporters again. And I go 1-2, drop, and I kind of just goof around, eat pizza, and just hang out with people playing Super Smash Brothers. So there you go. I hopefully enjoyed this round 2. I'm sorry it wasn't very exciting. You kind of just saw Manectric Bats just kind of overrun, pun intended, to win against the Wobbuffet Bats. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.